really fine line to walk, isn't it? All right, right. Who would like to pick the next song? It has to be from this side. That's a good hand up. I can't actually see anyone. See. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Oh, interesting. This is the song you needed to hear. This is a song. This is a song that was written. It was written when there was a. Do you know the culture war that goes on? You know, when everyone's trying to get you to fight about stuff, and you're sort of on the internet. You're asked to have quite a lot of opinions that you are not qualified to have, and I'm asked to have opinions that I'm not qualified to have, and suddenly you end up all night getting really angry rather than just cuddling the people that you're with, and that's weird. I find that really weird, and I thought I needed to write a song to sort of bring a bit more balance in my life. This song's called The Path to Enlightenment, aka Shut the Fuck Up. There's an improvised part in the third verse where we'll be talking about Andrew Tate. Yeah, exactly. Does anyone not know who Andrew Tate is? Okay, no. You, okay. Yeah, he's essentially just a fascist twat. There you are. I could give you a full history of him, but to be honest, he's just a mixed martial artist who started a huge company that exploited women, and he's a massive misogynist, and he's just been arrested for trafficking and sex crimes and stuff like that in Romania. So that's it. So that's basically it. We'll talk about him and his followers. That's where I'm going to go. I feel like it. Here we go then. So shut the fuck up. That's what the song's. I am not a scientist, so when it comes to science shit, I shut the fuck up and listen to the scientists. And in the name of progress, I stand the fuck up. Climate change. Whoa, virus strains. Oh, chemtrails? Is the earth flat? No. I am not a black person. So when it comes to Black Lives Matter, I shut the fuck up and listen to what the black people say. And in the name of progress, I stand the fuck up. Yeah, man, I know, man. All lives matter, man. But this is about how Black Lives Matter is specific. It's different. No, I'm not being racist towards white people. Don't worry. Oh, get off the internet, you chose. I am not a woman. So when it comes to women, I shut the fuck up and listen to what the women are saying. And in the name of equality, I stand the fuck up. Yeah, and check myself. And any previous actions that may have been informed by the patriarchy. And make apologies and reparations where necessary. Like every fucking fella should. Yeah! I am not an Andrew Tate supporter. So when it comes to Andrew Tate supporters, I don't think I can. It's not that good a baseline. Anyway, so when it comes to Andrew Tate supporters, I shut the fuck up and I listen to how many damaged men are out there reaching out on the internet and being suckered in by very, very intelligent people who are just trying to rinse them of their money and stuff like that and turn them against their own families. And I feel like that's maybe seeding fascism in the world. And that makes me a little bit sad because, you know, we don't need young men becoming fascists. We know how that plays out. And they don't win. This causes a lot of pain and suffering in that. Bombing, not for Bournemouth. It's not strategically important, but you know, you'll be safe here. That's probably why you don't want a passport, but it's okay. I get it, and so and in the name of fascism, I don't stand the fuck up. Why? Because I don't own the world, and therefore I don't really get to say who lives here and who doesn't. I might as well just share stuff. because it's nicer. Unless they don't want to give me a pizza. I am not you! So when it comes to you, I shut the fuck up and listen to you. And in the name of community, I stand the fuck up. Society. Whoa, community. Promoting really good mental health. So you don't end up being an Andrew Tate fucking supporter. Yeah! Woo! Oh, that was terrible. I'll go down to Mott. I want these guys, 3 guys at the back, they're really nice.
Nice. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah.
You're very nice to recommend.
They've abandoned their children for the afternoon. Nice one. You're like the art. It's what you need to hear. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not. Yeah. Okay, it's a ukulele song. Sorry.
Yay!
Yay!
We love ukuleles!
Big shit. They're so cute. Ah. I hate them. So I sing sometimes. I haven't really done any tonight, but sometimes I sing like political protest sort of songs. And I, you know, and I get asked to play protest singer-songwriter conventions or festivals, as you would call them. And I, you know, it's quite nice. And I get to see a lot of protest singers, and they spend all winter in their barrels, don't they? Protest singers, and then they wake up in the springtime and they put on their braces and groom their beards, and then they go out to a little field somewhere in Somerset, and stand in front of a lot of white left-wing people and say, "Fuck the government." And then that protest really makes a difference in the world. and I don't like that. I want to fuck the government all year round. I'm one of those people. Anyone else want to fuck the government? I want to fuck the government really hard. Yeah, I'm just one of those people. I'm saying if the government was wearing a bin bag and looking a bit tired, I'd still fuck the government. I'm just saying. I'm not a fair weather government fucker. And it made me angry that all these protest singers are out there doing this thing. And you know, so I thought, fuck that. I'm not going to write a protest song about protest singers. And in the middle, we'll go into a piece of spoken word about how shit spoken word is as well. It's, you know, it's just a thing. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, so this song's called "Watch Out, Here Comes the Counterculture." Watch out! I'm gonna sing a song about the government, and it's gonna drive them crazy, and they'll probably arrest me. When my song is done, step back, don't be crazy. I've got a ukulele playing G and C and D. I'll highlight their brutality. There's a girl over here hula hooping for Peruvian women. Any minute they'll be free, and there's a guy over there shaving his balls for Corbyn. Who? 'Cause that's what JC needs. Step back, fascist fuckers. The counterculture's been training in secret camps out of sight, like those bastards in ISIS, yeah. Watch out, safety first, 'cause it's clumsy cliched verses, more incendiary than anything Al-Qaeda has, and you can tell I'm really angry by the stickers on my guitar. And you can tell we're really serious when you see how good I are. Getting fucked up in a field, we're getting fucked up in a field to show that we will never yield. We're getting fucked up in a field to show the nasty government the level of our discontent. Getting fucked up in a field. fucked up in a field. The djembe circle goes quiet as the performance poet makes his way across the field to attend the reeks of piss. As he clambers on the stage, clutching pages filled with rage, he takes a swig of cloudy cider and to the audience says this. So this is about spoken word about how shit spoken word is. I don't like spoken word. Spoken word is a broadcast medium. It's like someone had a thought, they wrote it down and then travelled miles and miles to then read it to you. And you go, cool. And that's about it. And it sort of makes me a bit sad, really. And I hate the fact that spoken word started to creep into live music quite a lot. I was actually booked, you know, you would never stop a gig to do spoken word. And I was booked for one gig where literally this guy says, oh yeah, we've got a funk band to open up. I'm like, that'll be cool, that'll be a party, the audience is going to be awesome. And then they're like, yeah, then we've got a spoken word guy, then you. Why would you do that to anyone? Why would you, like literally, that's like killing the audience and then saying, play to their corpses, Grant. It's just like, well, that's not right. And anyway, I don't like spoken word. That's what we're getting at, I think, is what we're getting to. I know there might be spoken word artists in the room. I appreciate that. Sorry. Get a ukulele. Anyway, this is. I was booked to play a spoken word night in London one night, and you know, spoken word's already quite an egotistical art form as it is. And then you put the cocaine of London on top of it. It was horrible, it was really bad. But they were paying me and I thought I better ingratiate myself to the spoken word artists. I better make friends in this particular gig. And that morning I actually woke up and I wrote a poem to sort of try and sort of say, thanks. And unfortunately I read my poem to them and 99% of them fucking hated it and wrote some really bad poetry about me. And then, the last 1%, they slashed my tyres. This is a poem called I've Written a Poem. I've just got to get in the caravan on. I've written a poem! It is spectacular! And I will deliver it in the same meter and vernacular as my peers, who, like me, are delivering their fears through tears. They know pain. It's a rhyming rhythmic cascade. It could be about something, it could be inane. But you will never know because once I'm locked into this spoken word flow, leaping from beat and to beat as I go, taking a moment just to go slow. In an effort to show you that I have written this poem. And I'll deliver it in my fake East London patois. And I'll probably call some sort of fake East London fatwa on me for daring to speak. Speak out for the feeble and weak. I am humble. I'll be meek. I will crumble. But I will never be silenced! My poem is an act of pride and defiance, and it's going to save the planet. My words will start a fire, and my breath, it will fan it till it spreads all across the globe, in every business, church, school, and home, until everyone knows that it came from me. Because everyone cares about poetry, obviously. I have written a poem, but I haven't had time to learn it by heart, so it stays in my notebook with the rest of my art. A mind shit, a thought fart, a cerebral wank. Spaffing out into your faces whenever it lasts. All the poetry cafes and all the open mics. You're in my pain and expecting delights. Maybe tonight's the night that my flamin' night. But as usual, it'll get a clap. And we'll carry on regardless. And I'll go home thinking, you lot are shit. And artless. I've written a poem and it could have saved us all. But if it wasn't for you, it definitely would have. And everybody there is agreeing with the things he's saying. Nothing to do with the fact they're MDMA. We're getting fucked up in the field. We're getting fucked up in the field to show that we will never yield. We're getting fucked up in the field to show the nasty government the load of our discontent. We're getting fucked up in the field. Get off the picket lines, fucked up in the field, and call the ticket line, fucked up in the field. There you are. You pick that this side now. Who wants to pick? All right.
I was on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Did you notice?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the last ukulele song. There's only 3 ukulele songs in the whole set, and we picked them all.
Because we love ukuleles. Yay!
No one likes it. No one really likes a ukulele, do they?
Yeah.
It's not. What do you want to do Saturday night? Let's go watch a ukulele band.
Band for the 3 ukas.
Okay. Oh, the mother ukas.
Mother ukas.
Yeah. They're great.
Really good.
They're not great. It's just covers, isn't it?
Ironic covers.
I'm good friends with them. It's fine. They all live in horse boxes. They live in a bit of land, and I probably shouldn't say this actually, that's been co-opted, I suppose that's the word, maybe trespassed, of Richard Drax, you know, the MP with the big wall. The MP with the big wall, the biggest wall in England. You know the MP with the big wall, who is the biggest landowner? No? Yeah. Richard Drax. Guys, you need class war, okay? Dorset is literally the county with the same amount of motorways as it has opposition MPs. Shit out. Dorset. It's the way to go. Anyway. Yeah, but we've got ukulele bands. I'm not saying it's causality, I am saying it's correlation. That's just the way it is. We've got a lot of ukulele bands, no opposition MPs. The way it goes. Anyway, this song was about when I got thrown out of the folk community. I wrote a whole album after Brexit. After the Brexit referendum, I did the right thing, which was I went and lived in Purbeck for a few days without the news. I just had to get away from the fucking news. I had to get away from all the arguments. I had to get away from everything. I voted to remain. You know, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how we voted, as long as we voted. That's basically it. But at the same time, all I had to do was just get away from the news. And I went to Purbeck, to Steeplelease, if you know the campsite there. It's very good. And I basically I sort of ran up and down hills, and I swam in the sea down in Kimmeridge, and I ate whatever I could kill, which was Tories. And, you can eat them, they're edible, they're just a little rich. But it's votes! Anyway, so you know, they mark out their fields with quite a lot of placards as well around election times. You can easily find them. Anyway, and as I was coming out of Purbeck, an activist jumped out of a tree with a balaclava on, an anti-fascist activist friend of mine, and said, "Hey Grant, do you want Rupert Murdoch's home address in London? An address he's been keeping secret for 40 years. I'm like, yeah, all right. And he handed me a slip of paper, and I had Rupert Murdoch's home address in London. An address he's been keeping secret for 40 years. I'm like, well, fuck, what do I do with that information? So I thought what I'd do is I'd write an album where I put that address in every song, which I did. And it's the Penthouse, 26 St James's Place, London, SW1A, 1NH, if you need it. And I'm not saying you should do anything with that, but I'm just saying, you know, at the same time, if you want to send a poo. And there was one guy in Cardiff who came up to me and said, "Here, Grant, do you know it's only illegal to send a human poo to someone twice?" The first time could be seen as like an honest mistake. I just wanted a dump. It's fine. Second time can be seen as malicious. So I'm just saying, if you're going to send a second one, work as a team. Anyway, so I wrote a whole album about Rupert Murdoch, and there was one song on that album which was really horrible. It was called Uncle Twinkle Fingers. And it was not nice. It was essentially talking, it was using the language of abuse to talk about what Rupert Murdoch's done to the country for the last 45 years, which is essentially abuse. He's mentally abused all of us. He's mentally abused the Americans and the Australians. He is not a nice person. So if you come across a copy of The Sun, do what Liverpool does, burn it. Okay, that's the way it goes. And I wrote this song called Uncle Twinkle Fingers, and Twinkle Fingers is a horrible song. I'm not going to play it tonight because it's triggering in so many ways. But at the same time, it's also wicked catchy. And that's not my fault, I just write earworms, okay? And the chorus goes, "Who's your best friend?" And everyone shouts out, "Uncle Twinkle Fingers." And it's kind of fun and dark at the same time. And I played this song in a folk club in Birmingham one night. You know, a proper folk club with mead. You know, and loads of old men sat around sort of playing their instruments and all that. And I'll say the first 3 rows of the folk club quite liked Twinkle Fingers, they got involved. The back 10 rows, not so much. Just saying, they didn't like Uncle Twinkle Fingers at all. And that night, they actually hated it so much, they killed a goat. And they killed a goat and they dried it out, and in its blood, they wrote to me and said, "Grant, you're being thrown out of the folk community." I'm like, "What?" "But I'm talking about villains. I'm talking about villains from right now." I went, "Nah, folk music comes from 1636, and it's played on a lute, and it's about a weaver's revolution that went well. That's all folk music's about." And they cut my cable knit sweater off me that day, and they shaved most of my beard off and banned me from drinking mead. And I was out of the folk club, and do you know what that means? My earnings have gone down significantly. You don't make any Anyway, and I thought I'd better write a song to get myself back in the folk scene, you know, to get my income back in, because I've missed Mead so much. And so I thought I need to write a song that's completely apolitical, a song that will say nothing at all. You should listen to this song and feel like there's been no politics in it whatsoever. It's quite a challenge for me to write. This song's called Everything's Fine. My friends, tonight we have nothing to fear. As long as we have fairy lights, ukuleles, vegan snacks, white privilege and beers. I won't dare to talk about politics, I won't get in your face. For fear of losing a customer, I mean for fear of losing a friend. This is a safe space. As the world outside is getting out of hand, we will fight it by being quite bland. We'll pretend we live in soft focus and everything is great. Like we were living in an advert for a bank account or for a cinema chain. As the global temperatures continue to rise, we'll all die singing, everything is fine. Ukulele solo. Nothing special about it. It's just basically me playing it without singing. Nearly over. I like that chord. Whatever it is. Butterflies and unicorns and rainbows will save us all, right? I wouldn't want to say something meaningful and ruin your night. As the darkness of lies of the madman continues to fall, we'll all sing do do do, everything's fine, say nothing at all. We'll all sing do do do, everything's fine, and say nothing at all.